What's good, everybody? Today, we're going to be talking about some NBA today. Yes, NBA, man, it's been really good so far. I don't know if y'all been peeping. Round one, you couldn't have scripted any better. I mean, there's like three game sevens that happened. Two of them were 3-1 comebacks. It's unbelievable, man. But to be honest, I kind of like the outcomes of these games, in my opinion, man. Now, we go ahead and look at the bracket. I don't know if you guys looked at my prediction video, but to be fair, I didn't get that many wrong. I got two wrong. All right, now I'll talk about the first two, the Celtics and the Sixers. Man, Celtics look like they had the Sixers on the ropes, and the Sixers, they shocked the world, man. They shocked the world. Once Embiid came back, they started running, man. They started running and gunning, and the Celtics, they didn't play like themselves at all, man. They were passing up shots, passing up, easy looks to the rim. And the Sixers, man, they were running and gunning. They clearly looked like they had the better talent, man. I mean, Paul George did his thing. Embiid, of course, ran through them. Like, their big men could not defend them. Maxey was too quick for them. And even the rook, VJ Edgecombe, man, my goodness. These rookies in this 2025 rookie class, man. No, 2026. Yeah, 2025 rookie class was amazing, man. Because, bro, VJ and Dylan Harper had a takeover in one of the playoff games as well, man. To take the series lead, right? Like Dylan Harper, VJ, they just been remarkable, man. I can't wait for their future because those guys, they were guaranteed to go top three, man. Like, I don't blame any team for picking them because those were the smartest picks theirs and they really delivered. But yeah, Celtics Sixers, man. I really thought the Celtics had more in them, to be honest. And yeah, JT being out for Game 7 did hurt him. But to be honest, the Sixers, man, they deserve it, man. I mean, the Celtics been beating on the Sixers since 1982 in every playoff series they matched up against, and they finally did it in the year 2026. So hats off to them, man, because Embiid, he wasn't going down that easy, man. He was tired of the beatings, and they officially took him down. So they will be going on New York. By the time this video comes out, they will be playing at Madison Square Garden, taking on the Knicks. Now the Knicks, they were my personal favorites to make it out the East, and this is gonna be a challenge, man, because the Knicks, they've been looking good. They got the talent, they got the defense. They got the playoff performers. Jalen Brunson, man, he's been in a lot of these, right? And he knows how to perform. But I feel like the Sixers, they're not a team to take lightly. As you see, as long as Joel Embiid's healthy, of course, they could steal some games, man. This series could go to 6. It could go to 7. Who knows? I would hope for this series to go to 7. But I'ma still take the Knicks in this series. We'll see if Joel Embiid, he's been breaking curses already. Let's see if he breaks the curse and actually makes it to the Eastern Conference Finals, because that would be something special. I've been seeing the majority of the media been talking about Embiid so highly now. I swear, a few years ago they hated this man. They always make fun of him. They always say, man, he's not that guy. He's not the guy that'll take you far. And man, Embiid, he's been hearing that for years, constant criticism. And yeah, we ought to see if Embiid shows the world. And this team around him, it's been good. They've been really supportive for him, and they've been actually balling. But with the Knicks, they actually have some rim pressure now. Like Mitchell Robinson, you don't take that guy lightly, man. In the playoffs, he's pretty hard to score on in the paint. So it should be interesting. Of course, the guys like OG, Mikal Bridges, they hold their own on defense. Josh Hart is the scrappy, hustler on the team, obviously. And they got some guys to come off the bench as well, man. So it should be a good battle between those two. Now, on the other one, we got Pistons Cavs. Now that Cavs Raptors series going to 7. Every home team won, man. And to be honest, I thought Game 7, I thought the Raptors was gonna take it home, man. Was not believing in Game 7 Harden, and Donovan Mitchell wasn't looking like himself all series as well. But they clicked. They kept the streak going and continued to win at home, and they did what they had to do. It would have been cool if I seen you know, the Cade Cunningham versus Scotty Barnes, series, because those two, they played together at Mount Verde in high school. It would have been really cool for those guys to match up. But man, both of these teams, they're coming off game sevens. They're pretty fairly fatigued, both of them. So they both got games on Tuesday. And man, the Magic, they fought. They really fought. The Magic surprised me, man, because in my prediction video, I really predicted that this series would end in like 4 or 5. I can't really remember, because the Magic was not looking good all year round. Yes, they had the talent on paper, but they were just not clicking. And they didn't click until they lost in the play-in against the Sixers. That's when Jamal Mosley was showing their own clips in college, showing them, this were you guys. You guys better play like it, like they were stars in college. So it gave them a good boost, but it wasn't enough. I mean, up 3-1. Paulo, he had a good game 5, but he dropped like 45. But Cade, he dropped 45 as well, and his teammates held on while Franz Wagner was out. That guy Franz Wagner, something about him, he just stays unhealthy. I don't know why. I don't know what it is, man. He gets hurt at the wrong times. But game 6, the Magic, they could have closed it out, but they shot poorly at the second half. Such a horrible shooting second half, man. Just horrible. They were up by, I don't know how much, close to 20 points. It was ridiculous. And they really costed them the series just off that game 6 alone. Because the Pistons, they went ahead. They rallied in game 7, man. They really did. Even with Paulo, dropping around 38 points, it wasn't enough. His teammates didn't show enough effort. They didn't rally behind him. Like, their second best player was damn near looking like, obviously outside of Desmond Bane, but it was like Jamal Cain. Like, Wendell Carter Jr. didn't look like he was into it. Anthony Black had a rough game. Jalen Suggs was bricking even after game 6. He was still bricking in game 7. And hey, history repeats itself. In 2003, the Magic, they blew a 3-1 lead, and to that team, it was the Pistons. So history repeats itself, scary enough. So this is how we got this matchup, and I'm gonna stick to my original prediction. After watching round 1, I say the Pistons, they go ahead and lock down the Cavs, because if the Raptors was giving them hard times, I feel like a better defensive team in the Pistons will give the Cavs a harder time, man. Just imagine putting a SAR on James Harden or Donovan Mitchell. Like, who honestly on the Cavs is going to guard Cade Cunningham? I really don't know. I can't really trust him, man. And same with Donovan Mitchell. The guy can't get to a conference finals. I don't know if I could trust him this year again. I was never really high on the Cavs. I think the Pistons go ahead and take this probably in 6 games. I'll be nice, say 6 games. Because, the Pistons, they do have their struggles offensively. It could look rough if they're not hitting their shots. So, yeah, that's what I'm expecting, man. I'm expecting the Pistons, New York Knicks rematch in the Eastern Conference Finals, okay? That's what I'm expecting. Now, next, we'll go over to the other team I kind of doubted was the Lakers. Man, I wasn't really high on the Rockets. I've said previously I wasn't high on them, but I said there was no excuse for the Rockets with Kevin Durant. This was him healthy before he even sat out games because he got injured. There was no excuse for them to lose to a team without Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves, who were 2 impactful players for the Lakers. But I think in that series, it really showed that experience mattered. I mean, they were getting balled out. Like, guys like Marcus Smart was hustling, giving serious impact in that series. And also, Luke Kennard was shooting like Steph Curry around screens. Every time he caught it, everything went in. Rui Hachimura, another vet. Now, he's been here before, and man, he's been shooting lights out from 3. Guy shooting like 50% from 3 or something. It was ridiculous. Like, the Lakers, they didn't have to go to the rim. They were just out shooting them. While the Rockets, they couldn't shoot at all. Their offense was putrid. Alfred Sengun, supposed to be their best player, didn't look like that at all. He couldn't even score on DeAndre Ayton. I forgot to leave out DeAndre Ayton. Ayton was getting double doubles on Sengun. He showed that he was a better center in that series. And the Rockets' depth, it didn't help either. Like Reed Shepard, he was supposed to be the shooter, the number 3 pick, right? Didn't do his job. Didn't shoot well at all, man. Shooting like 30%. And Tari Eason, still got high hopes for you though, man. He's a really good depth piece. I really do like him. But the Lakers, they just showed that experienced one, especially LeBron. He wasn't gonna go out and lose up 3-0. He ended that in 6 in Houston, and he really showed that he could still do it at 41. I respect it. I really do. So now they got to go ahead and take on the Thunder. That's the reward for taking on this Rockets team, is they got to match up against the Thunder. The Thunder, there's not a lot of explaining to do. I mean, I feel like the Suns, they weren't supposed to be there preseason. You know, people thinking they're like going to be really bad. With Jordan Ott, they really achieved, like they overachieved pretty much. Like they were really good. Dylan Brooks, man, hell of a season by him, man. That's one guy I wish the Rockets never gave up in that KD trade, but they ended up doing it anyway. But you know, the Suns, they struggled shooting against one of the, you know, the best defense in the league. Don't blame them. But the Thunder, they look like they're clicking, but they did just lose Jalen Williams again, man, with the hammy, man. So the Thunder is out with one of their starters, but it shouldn't be an excuse considering they're going against the Lakers, who's, you know, Austin Reeves playing through an oblique, and you know, he was showing that he could still score again in that Rockets series, but there's still no Luka Doncic. Like by the time I record this video, I'm pretty sure there was a report that Luka hasn't even started running yet. Like that's how bad his injury is right now. So I'd be surprised if Luka could try to catch the end of the series if this goes the distance. But I mean, I don't know. The Thunder are just too powerful, and they're really too good defensively. They could actually score. Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander's on a tear. I mean, I feel bad. I don't know who's gonna guard Shai-Gilgeous-Alexander if we're being real. But yeah, I think the Thunder, I think they win this in 5. But realistically, it might be a sweep. But who knows? I doubted the Lakers before. You know, maybe JJ Redick got something up their sleeve, knows how to, you know, make them struggle. But as of right now, I think majority think the Thunder is gonna just blow past them. And then yeah, next we're gonna talk about the Nuggets and Timberwolves. And I've been really waiting to talk about this series because a lot of YouTubers, a lot of media, a lot of the analysts, everyone on Twitter, they had the Nuggets, man. They had the Nuggets winning this series. And I felt like a lone wolf. Literally, I felt like a lone wolf. I sided with the Timberwolves, man. This series was amazing. Like, you'd be surprised how many people had the Nuggets going to the finals. I mean, oh my goodness. I just couldn't believe in them, especially against the Timberwolves. Like, that was a bad matchup for the Nuggets because Rudy Gobert is like that. We got to start respecting him. He is basically Jokic's kryptonite. I don't care. And obviously, the Nuggets were already banged up going into the series anyway. Like, Aaron Gordon wasn't 100%. There was no P-Watt the whole series. Spencer Jones wasn't probably 100% either. But he didn't show that much in the series. Cam Johnson, though, shout out to him. He's a hooper, man. I know everyone jokes about, like, man, they should have kept MPJ this. But he was shooting, man. He was actually shooting. He did better than a lot of people expected, especially me. But man, the Timberwolves, they kept fighting. Jaden McDaniels, man. Defense wins championships, I'm telling you. Jaden McDaniels went crazy in Game 6, which eliminated him. Dropped 30. He is, bro, that guy's a dog. But I can't leave out my Illinois boys, man. Ayo Dosunmu. When Anthony Edwards went down in game, I believe it was Game 4. He went down in Game 4, man. My boy Ayo Dosunmu stepped up, dude. He stepped up. That guy ended up with 40 points. I was so proud of him, man. Like, even the day when we traded him for like Rob Dillingham, a bunch of forts, and Leonard Miller, I was devastated. That was the one guy I wanted to keep on the team because not only he was a Chicago kid, but man, this guy he does all the good things, bro. He does all the dirty work. He's a consistent shooter, a leader on the rim. And he showed that in the playoffs. Like, that guy, he is amazing. But shout out to Leonard Miller, though. Leonard Miller, I love Leonard Miller, part of the package. That's like the brightest spot in that trade for me. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, also Shannon Sharp showed up in game 6 when everyone was down, when Dante DiVincenzo also tore his Achilles in that game. No Ant, he had to start his first playoff start. He dropped 20, man. I know he had to shoot a lot of shots, but he had to. That guy, he stepped up and he delivered, bro. Alongside of Jaden McDaniels, Rudy Gobert, Julius Randle. Conley was having a decent game as well, man. Like, shout out to the Wolves, man. I will never doubt these guys in the first round, especially from 2 years, bro. Like, I couldn't do it again. And I think people are starting to wake up that the Nuggets, their window is looking like it's closed, man. It's not looking that good because their defense, as good as their offense was all year, they needed defense, and they don't have that. They don't have that at all. That's what they need to start investing in, and that's going to win them more games in the long run, all right? But onto the other series in the first round, the Spurs and the Blazers. The Blazers gave a fight to the Spurs, I can't lie. They did. Even with Wemby in the first 2 games, when they stole that one game, bro, it was crazy. Scoot Henderson, who would have thought? Scoot Henderson. Everyone was labeling a bust real too early, and he was showing that maybe he's a playoff riser. I mean, he missed half of the year and played the second half. Not a lot of people, not a lot of buzz around his name until the playoffs, where he was showing why he was selected number 3 overall in his own class. And yeah, man, this guy, it showed like Drew Holiday and Dame might be mentoring him like really well, man. Cause you could see a little bit of the Drew Holiday in him. Maybe the shooting with Dame, but maybe it's a lot Drew Holiday. I don't know. Because man, that guy could defend his ass off as well. He was showing that he could defend. I know his final game, like the elimination game they were in, he didn't play that well at all. He didn't, but he's still growing. You know, it happens. The Spurs are just a talented team. Mitch Johnson is a really good coach. And it shows. It showed in the series, especially Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper stepped up, man, when they really needed him. And without Wemby in some of the games, they delivered, man. They delivered. I was a little nervous for them when Wemby got the concussion protocol. I thought the Blazers were going to steal another game, but no, they end this in 5. Much respect to the Spurs, man. This shows that they're willing to win and they're hungry. They're really hungry, man, and it shows. So these 2 teams match up in the second round, the Timberwolves and the Spurs. And my original prediction, I went with the Spurs. I think the Spurs with Wemby, I think that guy is just an elite defender, man. That guy could literally sit in the paint all freaking series, man. Just because a guy like Rudy Gobert is going to be there, all right? Now, the way I learned about the Spurs, how they play defense, it's like a hybrid zone, but it's like Wemby basically sticking on a guy, and when the guy tries to move up outside of the paint, Wemby switches automatically to the nearest corner or to the guy nearest to the basket, and they pretty much communicate every time. And like Wemby will tell, Vassell, yo, go pick him up. He's setting a high screen, or he'll tell like Harrison Barnes or anybody on the team, like just to pick up his own man, right? Just to pick up Wemby's man because he's not near the basket. And I feel like Rudy, as much as I love him, he'll probably be a liability in this series offensively, because if the Wolves aren't hitting their shots, then it's over, man. It really is. It'll probably be a back and forth, because the Timberwolves, their defense, I don't take lightly, but it would have been a lot better series if DiVincenzo didn't tear his Achilles and would have been playing in the first 2 games, because most likely he's questionable now. He's questionable, so who knows if he plays tonight on Monday. But this guy, what I've heard, Sham said that he's expected to miss game 1 and 2, but there's a good chance. I don't know how good the chance is, but there's a chance that he might play game 3 or game 4. So we might see a banged up Ant trying to drag his leg across the court, trying to help his teammates. But I don't know if it's enough, man, because this Spurs team, they're really good defensively, and they got a lot of youngins that could run and gun, and they got shooters I'm confident in, like Devin Vassell. Castle I'm not really high on, because shooting wise, some teams, they just sag off of him, man. They treat him like he's a Ben Thompson pretty much, which I don't blame him. Like, they'll live with a Castle 3-pointer like every time. But if he's hitting, he's hitting. It's game over, right? This series, bro, like, they got Keldon coming off the bench, Luke Cornett coming off the bench. Harrison Barnes, he didn't play a lot in that Blazers series, but, you know, he's got the vet presence. He'll probably play for sure. And, yeah, Carter Bryant, another rook that was showing, you know, his good defensive ability in the series against the Blazers. He's impacted too. It's going to be really good, man. Really good series. But how much are the Timberwolves, you know, handicapped because of this? Because the Timberwolves, they're going to have to try their best to get Wemby out the paint. Because how the Timberwolves won that Nugget series is driving on Jokic. Just driving on, blowing past Jamal, blowing past Cam Johnson, blowing past Aaron Gordon, blowing past Jokic, bro. That's how they won. They blew past everyone on that team. I don't know how the Timberwolves will recreate that, especially if they blow past their man. Wemby's going to be right there. So, unfortunately, I got the Spurs. I'll say Spurs in 6. Just because the Wolves put up a dogfight, man. So, yeah, that's pretty much going to be my conference finals matchups after round 2 and what I expect. And maybe, I don't know if you guys have a different opinion, because I have Thunder against the Spurs in the conference finals, as well with the Pistons against the Knicks. It's not really any hot takes or anything, but that's just what I think and what I kind of predicted before. So I don't want to steer away from my prediction. But I think, yeah, after watching the series as well, I think I'm pretty confident going into the second round. Hopefully the second round is better than the first round, because that first round was just amazing. A lot of game 7s, but there's some banged up teams. Could change the trajectory of how these series goes. So we'll see. Let me know in the comments who y'all got going in the conference finals, and how many games do you guys see winning throughout the series. And yeah, man, leave a like and subscribe for more NBA content if you really love this, because the NBA lottery is pretty much soon, and I want to do another mock draft after the NBA lottery, so that'll be fun. But thank y'all for sticking around at the end of the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.